Without this, your guitars are gonna sound disgusting. They're gonna have too much high end, they're gonna be ringing in your ears, you're gonna have frequencies that you don't like, and it's just not going to sound the way you want it to. What you need to do is, yo Agwan, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to mix your trap guitar in FL Studio 20. Now this is gonna help you learn how to mix your trap guitar beats or your guitar trap beats. But we're not going to go through every single element. We're going to focus on the melody in this video. If you want me to go through every single element on how to mix a guitar trap beat, then let me know in the comment section down below. But if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Carter Ray from jcarterray.com, teaching you how to be better at music, online business, and online marketing. This is the #1 spot for musicians and creatives that don't want to be starving artists. So if that sounds like you, click on that subscribe button, check out the rest of the content on the channel because you will love it here, guaranteed. Now, my question of the day is, what guitar VST do you use? Let me know in the comment section down below, or what guitar patch from what VST you use, you know, all that sort of great stuff. So what we're gonna do now, like, I had thought about how I was gonna approach this video. I could have opened up an old beat and just gone through everything that I went to get to that point, or I could just create it from scratch and show you exactly what I do to get my guitar trap tones and get my guitar sounding how I want it to sound. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do in this video. I'm gonna create a melody and then we're gonna route it through to my guitar trap beat mixing template. Links down below if you want to grab that, or go to jcarterray.com/guitar trap FL. That's gonna help you out a lot and speed up this process. But I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know. I'm gonna show you the EQing that we've got on this specific melody, and I'm going to show you the different effects that I'm going to apply and the different processes that I'm going to go through in order to make this melody sound even better. Okay, so does that sound good to you? I hope it does. Let's start out creating a melody. Now, first thing we need to do in order to create a melody. Now, I did create a video on how to create guitar melodies, so go check that out for multiple different ways to create a melody. But we're going to keep this very, very simple, and we're just going to create a chord progression. Now, my chord progression is going to be 1 4 5 7 or 1 7 4 5. So that's 1 7 6 4 5. Let's just admit. Oh, what does it sound like? 5 4. You know what? I want to go with that. So let's create the chords. And let's turn this into a guitar melody. Okay, so I've got the chord progression. We've got 1 7 5, and I don't know what this is. I've just got an F here and above, and then we're just going down the stairs. Okay, so we're just keeping it simple. Next, what we want to do is we want to select it all and press Alt and R to randomize these velocities and just get them, you know, a little bit more humanized. Then we're going to press Alt and scroll down to get those velocities a little bit lower. Then we're going to listen back. So very straightforward. These actually sound quite high, so let me bring that down an octave. Yeah, that might be where we're going. We'll see. Let's bring out the guitar so we can actually see what it sounds like in the guitar. We're going to use Ample Guitar M, but I like to start by creating my melodies in FL keys so I can hear all the different tones, and it just makes it easier for me. That's just my workflow. I start in I start in FL keys, and then I'll move it to whatever plugin I'm going to be using moving forward. Okay, so we're copying this and we'll copy paste this to Ample Guitar. We'll move this to channel 1 in my template, and let's wait for this to load, and then we'll listen back and hear what Ample Guitar is doing with this. Also, we're going to change this to keyboard mode, and now let's listen back. Okay, so this note does not exist in this particular octave, so let's go up and hear what it sounds like over here. honestly, I like it down here. Very disappointing that I can't get that D. Oh my gosh, that sounded so wrong. Maybe there's another way. Maybe this will allow it. Nah, I guess that's just how we're gonna have to have it. Which isn't too, this is just a tutorial example, so let me not get too deep into, you know, messing around with the melody and all that sort of stuff. So we've got our melody up, we've got it set up pretty much where we want it to be. Now let me show you the EQing that we've got on this channel that we've sent it to. This is the first set of EQing. We've got basically a bandpass. We've gotten rid of the low end to about 136 and got rid of the high end to 4.1k. Then our second EQ is a low pass to 150 and then a high pass to 402. I'm unsure if I'm using that in the wrong context. This might be the low pass and that might be the high pass. Either way, we've got a cut to 150, then we've got a cut to 4.025. okay, so basically a band pass cutting off the highs and lows, yeah, but we're letting a little bit of the highs through to about 4,000 so that we're still getting some of that tone of the guitar. Very, very important stuff. Okay, so that's the first step, yeah, the EQing, yeah, and getting the melody right. Now what we're gonna do is why is this so zoomed out? Wow, you don't need to be that zoomed out, bruv. Zoom back in. Now what we need to do is we're gonna move this up an entire octave, yeah? So we're moving it up an octave, pressing Control and up on the arrows, and it sounds like this. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're gonna bring it down, okay? But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add my good old friend RC20. Highly suggest you grab this. Go to jcarterray.com/RC20. It's one of my favorite plugins. It's going to add a lot of vibes and spice to your melody. So we're going to turn the noise down. We're going to put the wobble up a little bit, add a little bit of digital, add a little bit of space, turn the magnetic down a little bit, and listen back. Gonna turn the distort down a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is, because I'm hearing a certain tone that I think might get dangerous later on, meaning it might just irritate the ears, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna have a little cut over there. So let's listen back. So it's over here, right here. That I'm gonna pull that down. Okay, so in order to find it, you want to basically make your EQ very, very small and then just listen back. Right there, we're gonna have a nice dip. And that is super important, especially when you're making guitar beats, because you'll find this issue a lot. Yeah, it's gonna happen a lot. So you need to learn how to do that, how to sweep for frequencies. And I think I've got a video on EQing that goes a little bit deeper into that. But that's the basics in it. So we got RC20 on there, we got our EQing on there, and we've also cut some of the frequencies that might give us trouble later on. Now what we need to do is bounce this down to audio. So I'm pressing Control, Alt and C, and that gets us this, and then we just click start, and this is going to bounce it down to audio with all those effects. Now we're just going to disable RC20 but keep the EQing on, and I'm going to normalize this, turn the declicker mode to crossfeed. We're going to turn the volume down. We're going to bring this back to track 1 and listen back. And basically the way I mix this is I don't want the notes to go over the guitar naming, innit? The guitar text. So it should be around here. But honestly, this isn't even the end of the melody, so it really doesn't matter where the volume is here. The end of the melody is when we pitch this down a whole octave and we listen back now. Hey, yeah, ain't other days, yeah, I gave you my space, yeah, you gave me your face, yeah, I didn't know the hell, yeah, I didn't do you well, yeah, I didn't know that. Basically, we're done, okay? We got the melody sounding pretty beautiful, yeah? Sounds darkish, it sounds weathered, it sounds old school, and it sounds spicy. Okay, so that's basically what you need to do. Like that's the basics of mixing your guitar melody. Yeah, you pitch it up, you pitch it down, yeah, and you add RC20 and you EQ it correctly. That's going to be the main crux of this. You can add some compression sometimes if like these peaks like this are too much. But for this melody, we don't really need to add any compression. And if you can stay away from compression, you want to stay away from it because you might end up creating artifacts and all that sort of stuff. So the less processing that you do, the better. And that's that. I'm going to save this and save this melody for use at another time. But something else you're going to love is you can grab this guitar trap beat mixing template right now. Link down below. Go to jcarterae.com/guitar trap FL. This will have your guitar trap beats half mixed before you even get to the mixing stage. It's going to make everything much easier. You're going to have all those EQings as I showed you in this video, and everything else is set up correctly as well for like your EQs for the chorus pad, for your 808, for your synth bass, for your kick, for your drums. Everything's all set up and ready to go for you to actually start creating your beat. It's going to save you a bunch of time and have your beat sounding way more professional and way better. So go grab that link down below. And if you got any questions or any other tutorials you want me to make, please let me know in the comment section. And in the next video, you'll learn more about music, online business, and online marketing. Peace out. I'll see you there.